Did you know that there were 353,000 recipients of child support grants in 1998, and now there are more than 13.2 million recipients?
More than 500,000 households with children that are aged 5 years or younger reported experiencing hunger in 2021.
While we can view child social grants as a necessity for parents and guardians in poverty to meet basic subsistence needs, it is worth wondering if these grants are not a way of keeping these parents, their born and unborn children in a cycle of poverty. Welcome to Citizen Concerned. Please subscribe, share and repost this video. #SmartVoters, #Citizen Concerned, and as always, beware of the comrades. If you were in extreme poverty, unemployed, and were told that if you have a child in that poverty, you would be given money to support yourself and your child, what would stop you from having a child? 2, 3, or even 5 children in order to get more of that money. While the child support grants may seem like the solution at face value, would I be out of order to say that they have somehow become a reward for having children? I mean, why are you giving me money for having a child in poverty instead of giving me money to do work to come out of poverty? But this is how the ANC tricks people, you see. Instead of creating job opportunities, they would rather hand out money and food parcels so that you can forever depend on them. Their response may be, there are no job opportunities at the moment, so we are doing the best for these poor parents and children while we wait for job opportunities to arise. But would that really be true? Are there really no job opportunities? Let's use one well-known example to evaluate the validity of the claim that there are no job opportunities. In 2019, there was an opportunity and a 295 million rand budget to create some jobs for the poor communities around Royville through the Royville water treatment plant. But instead of using some of those millions to pay a few moms and dads a salary for doing some general labor work in the water treatment plants, the money all went to Edwin Sodi and the ANC. And as per usual, these mommies and daddies were given child support grants to take care of themselves and their children. What do we even need to properly build a water treatment facility? A water resource engineer, an environmental engineer, a civil engineer, and a chemical engineer. We have many qualified and experienced unemployed engineers in South Africa. Experienced engineers can earn between 1 to 3 million rand per year. So for these 4 engineers, the ANC could have spent between 4 to 12 million rand per year. They would have needed a project manager. The best of those would have cost 4 million rand per year maximum. Let's also say that they would have needed 6 supervisors, and a supervisor can earn up to 600,000 per year. So for all 6 supervisors, the ANC could have paid a total of 3.6 million rand per year. And now you'll need some artisans, let's say 10 of them, including bricklayers, carpenters, plumbers, boiler makers, electricians, and so on. Let's give them 480,000 each, and you will get 4.8 million rand for the 10 artisans for the whole year. If that municipality had employed just 100 general labor workers and paid each of them 10,000 rand per month, all those general workers would have cost us 1 million rand per month. For that 1 million rand a month, we would have had 100 South African men and women waking up daily, proudly going to work for themselves and their families, producing value and being part of a meaningful project and not just being paid to have babies. Imagine the lives that could have been changed in the communities around Royville. In fact, let's double it and say they should have employed 200 general laborers. Instead of sitting at home and receiving 1,000 rand for 2 children, our sisters and our brothers could have been earning a nice 10,000 rand salary every month. That's 2 million rand entering the poor community every month. And 2 million rand multiplied by 12 months would have been 24 million rand entering the community and bettering the lives of poor South Africans. And by the way, the majority of general laborers that are working in South Africa don't even earn 10,000 rand per month. South Africa's minimum wage adds up to 4,000 rand per month. So you can imagine how far 10,000 rand could have gone in each family, how far 24 million rand would have gone into creating dignity, pride, and of course a safe and well-functioning water treatment plant, preventing the death of 30 people. But instead of doing that, Edwin Sodi and the ANC stole the entire 295 million rand. In total, the engineers, project manager, supervisor, artisans, the general laborers, it would have cost 48.4 million rand just for the workers alone, leaving behind more than 240 million rand to spend on the equipment. And honestly, what are the chances that the material and the equipment would ever cost that much? What are the chances? This is the way that all municipalities should be working, in my opinion. All municipalities should have employees that they use for bridges, schools, roads, hospitals, and even stadiums. You know, these employees working under the leadership of competent managers, engineers, supervisors, project managers. You don't need entrepreneurs, you don't need a connected comrade, and you don't need to appoint employees based on skin color. Doing that has destroyed enough of our state-owned entities and wasted enough of our tax money. Competence is the key. Competence. And I know that to do the water treatment plant, we would have also required things like bricks, concrete, cement, clarifiers, different types of filters, pumps, and many other things that I have no idea about. But does Edwin Sodi make cement or bricks? No. Does he make filters? No. So what did they need him for? The engineers would have advised the municipalities on the best material and equipment to buy because the engineers have experience and they are the experts. In any case, the material needed would have never reached even 100 million rand. Through our basic calculation, it is clear that through the 295 million rand budget for the water treatment plant, many unemployed people could have been employed and they would have made a decent living. Way more than they can make through the SASSA grants they are given for having children in poverty. But the ANC would much rather pay out 500 rand per child for child support. If a person chooses to have 4 kids, they will pocket 2,000 rand every month. And anyone raising a child knows that 500 rand per child is not even enough to raise that child properly. While the ANC expects the poor to raise a child on 500 rand a month, they saw nothing wrong with giving Edwin Sodi all 295 million rands for fancy parties, splurging on sexy influencers, building mansions, driving Ferraris and Bentleys, and more importantly, giving some of that money to the ANC that you have voted for. Edwin Sodi was paid 295 million rand to construct the water treatment plant, and he did not do the job. 30 people have died because of this rubbish BEE tender. Instead of creating jobs, the 295 million rand killed more than 30 people. All while the poor people that the ANC claims to be empowered to empower continue living in extreme poverty. And you think that I hate the ANC for no reason? Because they are black? Because I am being paid? The people that the ANC is oppressing are mainly black people. So who really hates black people here? Is it me or is it the ANC? I really, sincerely hope that you get it. And just a heads up, I am going to be making more videos like these. I'm going to be making videos like these for as long as it takes. Thank you so much for watching. Please repost, please subscribe, share this video, like this video, #SmartVoters, #CitizenConcerned. And as always, beware of the comrades.